So far we used the concept of ideal or ideal gas, ideal solution, which typically will fit in our mathematical model or equation, will not deviate strongly. So you can try this at home. You go and take a balloon and you calculate the amount of mass, pressure, temperatures, and you will see that maybe you see a 3 to 5% change. And this is very simple. As stated before, it's only a balloon. You just check the volume, you check the temperatures. The assumptions are generally okay, but a specific case might not fit for this. So of course this is in your home at these temperatures. But imagine if you are at a furnace and you see molten iron or something that is at very high temperatures, or maybe you see something that is very high in pressure, you will start seeing some deviations. So in real life, we will see that the so-called ideal cases are not always common. If they are, that's great news for us, because there's nothing more beautiful than being able to use the ideal gas law or ignore friction or assume that gravity equals 10. So as you can see, engineers love to do assumptions that are very broad or very non-specific, but in some cases you will not be able to do so. You will need to use more rigorous models, more complex modeling or equations, and assumptions will not be that well to do. It's your task as an engineer, so I cannot tell you in which case it is fine, in which case it is not fine. It's the task of the engineer to understand when to apply and when not to apply several cases. In this specific case, the ideal case. When are you going to be using it? Well, if you know that you have a 2% error margin, ideal case might not be the best fit. And if so, if the ideal case is not valid, then we will need to use the concept of real or more rigorous cases. Of course, real cases are not always that real, are further advancements of ideality. We're going to be covering those, but what you want to do is eventually have a model or a rigorous model or equation that help us to understand and get the actual variables of our case study.